好。
Brother and sister, hope everyone's well.
谢谢李群呢，给我们这个这个图片呢，这个背景非常美丽。
Thank you for Sister Lee for providing this very beautiful picture.
哇，我想象到在这个 trail 上面步行多好啊，多快乐的事情。
When I think about walking a trail, it's a very happy, joyous thing.
那今天我们要来大家一起学习一个非常重要的功课。
Today, let's learn this lesson together. This very important lesson.
你看我下面的英文呢 ，No thought for the tomorrow。我是从英文那里翻译过来的 ，No thought for the tomorrow 是从英文翻译过来，不想明天的事。
So actually, I took the original English line and I translated it to Chinese.
所以我们中文翻译的不想明天的事，我们讲不去想明天的事。
So translate Chinese is basically saying do not think about tomorrow.
这个经文呢是在马太福音6章33到34节。
So the scripture for this lesson it can be found in Matthew chapter 6, verse 33 to 34.
我记得这几节经文呢，我好像没看见 Moses、Audrey 他们Moses 最喜欢的经文。
These two verses is one of the favorites of Moses and Audrey.
是的，不想明天的事是什么意思呢？
So, no thought for tomorrow. What does that mean exactly?
其实他们英文这个 take no thought for tomorrow 是 KJV， 也可以说是英文的古典英文表达。
So this no thought for tomorrow it had taken from the New King James Bible.
他的意思呢，不是说不想明天，是不要为明天忧虑担心。
So it does not mean that don't think about tomorrow. It means that do not worry about tomorrow.
Yeah, do not worry 一样的，就是明天的事，我们今天不要担心明天的事。
So it means that today don't be anxious for the things happening tomorrow.
这是我们每一个人都希望能够有的生活。
And this is something that everyone would like.
因为我们也叫做无忧无虑，我们不要担心任何事情，也不要管明天天塌下来。
This basically means that you're living a life without worry, and you don't need to worry about the sky falling down on you.
Very good, G, good job. Crashing down on us, we don't worry, OK？ 我们不需要担心，这是圣经里面耶稣告诉我们，我们不要为明天的事今天担忧。
So this is something that Jesus from the Bible is telling us to say that anything happening tomorrow, do not be anxious about it.
但是呢，有一个先决条件，我们一起来学习这个字啊。这个字我背了好久了。
So there's a prerequisite before we go into the main part.
这是很长的字，但是呢非常有用的，就是先决条件的意思。你必须先有这些条件，然后你可以明天不需要担心。
This word prerequisite is quite long, and then it's important because we need to first do this before we cannot have anxiety for tomorrow.
我们希望明天不需要担心，我们今天要做一些什么事情。
So it's saying that if you do not want anxiety or worry for tomorrow, you must do something today first.
所以我们先要今天把它好好的做。
So we must do this well first today.
然后呢，我们就明天不需要担心。
Then tomorrow we do not have to worry.
这章讲章呢，其实是上个礼拜的连续。上个礼拜我讲到了 paycheck to paycheck 那个连续下来的功课。
So this lesson is actually a continuation of the last week lesson to paycheck.
你要有这一种的幸福快乐的生活，你必须要有这些条件。
So if you want a happy life, you must have these prerequisites beforehand.
就是你需要有这样的信心。
You must have this kind of faith.
要靠着那加给我力量的主，在主里面，靠着在耶稣基督里面 我凡事能做。
So it's taken from this Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, saying, I can do all things in him that strengthens me.
你看见下面英文，它两个小小的字 in him， 我把它 underline 白话，就是它英文也翻译出来，我们中文没有翻译出来。
So if you see here, underline the word in him in English, this is something that's in the English translation, not Chinese translation.
因为我查那个原文，这个 in him 非常重要。
When I look in the original text, these two words in him is very important.
所以我们要有一个明天不需要担心，不担心明天的事，有这种生活，你必须要在耶稣基督里面。
That if you want a life that you don't have to worry, first of all, you must live a life inside Jesus.
所以你看见，如果你对准有些人呢，他们不喜欢我讲道的人，他们会说我改了圣经，这一件圣经我是上面我照着英文原文的意思把它纠正，靠着在那加给我力量的主里面，我在加给我力量的主耶稣里面，靠着这个我就能凡事都能做。
So there's some people who might say that I changed the word in the Bible, but I'm I guess adjusting it using the original text, saying that only in him can I do all things.
Yeah, you don't know much in Chinese, but I just translate. You are doing a good job, OK? 这里它英文呢，它中文里面没有翻译出来。我需要在主里面，我靠着在主里面得到主的帮助，我就能够明天不需要担心。
So it's saying that if you're in him and you are receiving help from the Lord, then you can do all things.
Yeah, very good job. 所以这里是非常重要一件事情。
And this is very, very important.
但所以我说，如果你单单读中文呢，你没有这个意思，你不能够这样领悟，你只是说上帝赐给我力量，我就能做了。
So if you only read Chinese, you might not fully understand the meaning. You might just say, the strength that God gives me.
呀，是在因为你在耶稣里面，因为我们在耶稣里面，然后呢，我们就得到耶稣的帮助，叫我们明天不需要担心。
But it is when you're inside Jesus that he gives you strength. You don't need to worry about tomorrow.
好了，现在我们来看马太5章第1到第2节。
Here we look at Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 to 2.
记得我今天要讲的经文呢是6章33、34节，但是你必须要一直追到5章第1节那里去。
So the verses we're talking about today is from chapter 6, verses 33, 34, but you must go back first to chapter 5, verses 1 to 2.
因为我们必须要清楚耶稣这些话是对什么人说的。
Because we must first be clear that these words that Jesus is speaking, to whom is he speaking to?
从5章第1、第2节，我们知道耶稣是教训门徒用的。
So from here, we know that Jesus is speaking to his disciples, to teach his disciples.
所以我们读圣经一定要小心，不能够单单读那2节圣经。
And this is why when we read the Bible, we must be careful and not only read those 2 verses.
免得有些人会误会。
Unless somebody might be mistaken.
他以为什么人都可以这样做，不是什么人都可以这样做的。
They might be mistaken thinking anyone could do this, but that's not true.
因为那2节圣经呢，是耶稣对教训门徒说的话。
Because those 2 verses saying that this is something that Jesus was teaching to his disciples.
你从5章第1、第2节，你就会看见门徒来到耶稣跟前，他就开口教训他们。
From these verses, you will see that it says his disciples came to him, and then he began to teach them, saying.
所以你要记得，我们读圣经，特别是我们年轻人，好像Robin 啊，他们啊，还有你们年轻人彼此教训，你们要小心，这些话是对谁说的？
And this is why it reminds us that we young people especially needs to know that learn the whole thing versus just 1 or 2 verses.
还有
Who's you talking to?
从马太5章第3节，我们知道这样的真理只叫那些得救人明白的。
And from Matthew chapter 5 verse 3, we know only saved people are granted to know this truth.
所以如果你不信耶稣的，你不在基督教会里面的，你根本不需要这一些东西，你不明白。
So if you do not believe in Jesus and you're not in the Church of Christ, you will not know this stuff and you will not need to know this.
从第3节这里，特别是英文那里的翻译。
And especially chapter verse 3, the English translation.
你看他英文翻译，我把它 underline 它是 Blessed are the poor in spirit。他们英文所有英文圣经，我查过好几本，都是 in spirit。
And actually, I checked quite a few translations, and each one says this. It says in spirit.
Yeah, blessed are the poor in spirit. OK， 这个翻译是错的。
And this translation is incorrect.
所以我上面呢，邻里贫穷的人有福了。邻里贫穷，我是照英文翻译的。我们中文是虚心，但是呢，我要用他们英文还有原文来把它搞清楚。
But if this translation is actually incorrect, this poor in spirit is the wrong translation. I need to use the original text to correct this.
根据我看见的英文圣经，如果你们找到一节，它是说 poor in soul 就对了 ，soul 是魂里面的贫穷，不是灵里面的贫穷。
If you ever come across translation that says poor in soul, that is the correct translation, not the poor in spirit.
所有英文圣经都是这样翻错了，所以这个真理只是叫我们得救人能够知道。
And English Bibles are all translated this way. It should be translated as the poor in soul, and this is only granted for the saved people to know.
因为他根本我们是魂需要神的果，还是灵需要神的果，他们不知道。那你既然这样你都不知道，这个基础的知识都没有，所以对这些人没有意思。
So these people didn't even know, is it the spirit that needs God's kingdom or the soul that needs God's kingdom? These basic fundamentals they don't even know.
我们读圣经是要救我们的魂。
When we read the Bible, it is to save our souls.
那个 spirit 灵呢是自动要回到神那里去的，他们不知道这个真理，所以他们没有办法翻译得准。
And the spirit goes back to God automatically, and this basic thing they don't even know until they don't know the truth.
你不能够晓得真理，你不明白这些真理，你不得救，你没有办法明白了。
If you don't know this truth, you will not be saved.
好，现在我们又来马太6章25、27、31节。
So here we come to Matthew chapter 6, verse 25, 27, and 31.
从这些经文我们知道，耶稣是在讲肉身生活需要的东西。他说你不需要为明天担心，神会赐给你一切所有。一切所有什么东西呢？是肉体需要的东西。
Here we know that this is talking about the body life on earth.
所以我告诉你们，不要为明天忧虑吃什么喝什么。看见我们要天天都要吃东西。我好像我现在我晚上不吃东西。今天早上5点多起来，我就觉得肚子很饿了。看见这是肉体的东西。
So here it says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or we shall drink. For example, I don't eat at night anymore. So this morning I get up at 5 o'clock. I feel very hungry, and that's a physical body requirement.
Very good. Good job. See, very good. OK， 这是讲到我们要吃，我们需要喝，是我们的肉体吃跟喝，吃东西、喝水，都是我们肉体的需要。
So here is again, it says that what you will eat, what you shall drink, these are something that the physical body needs.
还有呢，要穿衣服，那也是肉体的事。我们的魂穿什么衣服呢？怎么穿法呢？根本那些无聊的东西，看一下，我们是讲穿衣服， 这里是讲肉体的生命。
So here it says, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on. So that's talking about clothing, of course, and also this is something you need for your physical body.
生命不胜于饮食吗？身体不胜于衣裳吗？所以我们的生命更重要。
But is it not the life more than meat and the body more than raiment? So it says, is it life more important than these things?
还有这里说，你们哪一个能用思虑，就是为明天忧虑？看见我们这里讲是不需要为明天的事情忧虑啊。哪一个能够用忧虑使你或多一刻钟呢？就长命一点呢？
So here saying about worrying in general, who of you by worrying can add a single hour to his life?
这些也是我们肉体的需要，我们的魂根本死不了的。
So this is also talking about the requirement of the physical body. Our soul cannot die.
所以我们就需要信耶稣。如果我们魂能够死，根本不需要信耶稣。
But if our soul can die, we don't need to believe in Jesus then.
因为我们信耶稣是希望我们将来的魂，这个魂活着，不是在地狱里面，乃是在天堂上面、乐园上面。
Because we believe in Jesus, so our soul can live, and not in hell, but in heaven one day.
我们的魂呢，是不管它多久的，它永远活着的，只是活在肉体里面，或者活在地狱，或在乐园，都是要活的，不能死的。
So our soul will remain like this forever. The thing is it in your physical body? Is it in heaven or in hell? It will still remain alive.
所以不要忧虑。好了，现在我们来马太6章33、34节了。
So here now we come to Matthew chapter 6 verses 33 and 34.
你们要先求神的国和神的义，这些地上肉体需要的东西都要给你们了。
Here in verse 33 it says, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
All these things have physical body, okay, for the needs of physical body. 这些呢，神要赐给我们了，所以不要为明天忧虑，看见 ？Take no thought for tomorrow， 看见？就不要为明天忧虑，因为明天自有明天的忧虑。
So all these things shall be added unto you, meaning things that your physical body needs. And therefore it says, take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the tomorrow should take thought for the things of itself.
所以现在我们知道，记得我们刚才讲，从5章第1、第2节，这些话是对信耶稣的门徒说的。
So remember, if you go back to Matthew chapter 5, verse 1 to 2, Jesus was speaking to disciples. So this is something for disciples to know.
如果你还没有信耶稣，你不在基督教会里面，你确实是需要天天都要为明天忧虑，因为你怕明天突然间离开这个世界，你会遭遇灾难。
So if you are not a believer in God, Jesus, and you're not a disciple, then you indeed will need to worry about tomorrow because you don't know what calamity will happen tomorrow.
特别是现在我们在这个 COVID-19 的 disaster 里面，我们现在这个灾难里面，如果你明天中标了，如果你活不来了，你真是要忧虑。我告诉你。
Just as, for example, we are living in this COVID-19 pandemic. If you're not currently a believer in Jesus and you get virus, you definitely need to worry about tomorrow.
所以不要为明天忧虑，是那些耶稣的门徒，他们可以这样做。
So there's no thought for tomorrow. It's for the disciples of Jesus, and only they could do this.
他34节那里很简单，一天的难处一天当就够了。
So in verse 34, it's very simple. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
他英文翻译 evil， 我看 evil 就是很难做的事，很难过的一天，你也不需要担心。
So this evil in the English translation means it's very, very difficult day, and even then you don't need to worry about it.
这两些圣经呢，我们可以把它分开4段。
And these 2 verses we actually could split into 4 different parts.
第一个 part 就是要先求神的国和神的义。
So the first part it says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness.
第二呢，就是然后呢，神就要加给你，赐给你肉体需要的东西。
And then God will give you the needs of your physical body.
要记得，这是给门徒说的，与非门徒无关。
Remember that this is for the disciples. Non-disciples of Christ do not apply.
上了恩待我把圣经真理分享清楚。
God has blessed me that I gave you the truth of the Bible clearly.
希望那些没有信耶稣的、不在基督教会里面的人不要误会。
And I hope that the people outside of the church do not misunderstand this.
所以我要从5章第1、第2节开始，这些话耶稣对他自己的门徒讲的话。
And that's why I want to start from Matthew chapter 5, verse 1 to 2. Jesus is speaking to disciples.
免得有些人他们以为他不信耶稣也可以逍遥自在，他们也可以明天不忧虑啊，明天跌倒他们也可以做得到。但是呢，这种夫妻总而言之，这些话不是对他们说的。
So that the people who are not in the church, not disciples of Jesus, they don't misunderstand, thinking that they can get this benefit, that I don't have to worry about tomorrow.
所以不要为明天忧虑。
Take therefore no thought for tomorrow.
因为明天自有明天的忧虑了。
For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
那我们把它分开这样4段。
So we'll separate these to 4 parts here.
现在我们专来研究马太6章34节这一节。
And then at a later time, we will go more into this. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
一天的难处，一天当就够了。
Sufficient therefore the day is the evil thereof.
这就好像当初美国移民来到美国人移民来到美国，他们的生活，一群有组织了定居在一个地方。
Somewhat like old American way of life, a group of organized people settled into one place.
呀，好久以前呢，他们有一套这个电视影片叫做《Little House on the Prairie》，我不晓得你们有没有人看过。
A long time ago, there was this TV program called Little House on the Prairie.
呀，从那些里面所讲的故事，那个电视剧里面的故事呢，你就可以看见这样的生活。
And from some of the episodes in that TV program, you will see how the old American way of life.
他们一群人到一个地方定居下来，他们第一件做的事情是起教堂，是建造教堂来聚会。
And the first thing they all do, everyone, including able children, participated in building a church building.
全世界人要记得，美国是这样开始的。
And people all around the world must know that America was started like this.
你来到美国这个地方，第一件要做的就是建造礼拜堂，敬拜神。
That the first thing you do when you come to America is to build a church building so you can worship God.
然后你唱歌赞美神，所有的人，那个时候就变成一个小乡村了。其实就是他们一般人，然后得到政府的许可，迁徙到一个地方，然后定居。这一般人连能够帮助的，连小孩子能够帮助的，好像现在壮啊，已经有很多事情他都可以做了，就一起来建造礼拜堂，来敬拜神，来唱歌赞美神。
So these people in the early days, once they receive permission for the government to settle in a place, first thing they do, when they, including children, is to come together to build a building. They could praise God and sing praises.
他们礼拜堂建好了，然后大家唱歌赞美神、敬拜神，然后才每一家回去建造自己的房子。
So only after they build a church together to worship God and praise God, then they start building each family themselves.
连小孩子在内，这一帮人都是好像一个大家庭一样。
So here, everyone, including children, living together as one family, they're like a big community.
这个大家庭里面，其实呢有10几、20或者30家不同的家庭聚在一个地方，然后建立礼拜堂，然后建立自己的房子，这样的住。
So these big family actually comprise of probably 20 to 30 different families that come together to build a church together.
每一个人没有人偷懒的 ，OK， 每一个人都尽自己所能，做自己做的事，还有彼此帮助。
So here, no one is actually very lazy, but everyone do their part of work, share need for each other.
如果有人生病了呢，他们里面有一个医师。
And when someone's sick, they see the doctor in town.
还有他们起礼拜堂呢，一定是有一个传道人的。
And when they build a church, it's always a preacher.
所以他们每一群人要去一个地方，他们里面通常呢都需要有一个医师，还有一个牧师，就是传道人。
So wherever they go and they settle down, they always a doctor and a preacher.
如果这些10几个家庭或者20几个家庭，有不同的意见的话呢，他们都要听传道人说了算。
So if there are these so-called families, there's dozens or 20 different families, if they have anything that's different, the preacher has the final say.
记不记得我告诉你一个故事？我看见了一个报道，以前美国有南北战争的时候。
If you remember, I told you a story back in the day when America had a civil war.
有时候因为他们是南北战争。有些教会很大，他南边有弟兄姐妹，北边也有弟兄姐妹，在战场上看见要开枪以前，看见对面是教会的弟兄姐妹弟兄，那怎么开枪呢？
So back in those days, some very big congregations have some members in the north, some members in the south. So when you're during a war, when you come to face with your brothers and sisters, and how do you use a gun on them?
所以他们就请一个传道人来，传道人。站在中间，他们就会把枪丢掉，大家回家去了。
So that's why they invite a preacher, have the preacher stay in the middle. So then when they see the preacher, they throw their guns down and go home.
他是这样解决的，所以上帝恩待他们。美国是这样开始的。
And that's how they settle differences. And thank God, that's how America started.
OK， 我们回来了。刚才我们是讲，你不这种生活呢，你就。明天的事不需要忧虑了，不需要担心了。
So we come back to here and to finish things need done in all the today.
刚才我们讲的他们那种生活，每一个人都不需要为明天担心。
So before we talk about the life that you don't need to worry about tomorrow.
这个 Little House on the Prairie， 他们就是这样的生活。
And from the TV show, The Little House on the Prairie. That's how they live.
现在我们回来，每天都能够完成今天要做的事情。
So we come back here, finish things need done in all the today.
有没有看见我英文那里这个今天看见明天是我们明天的今天希望你不要听乱了哈。总而言之，我们每一天都有个今天。
So this is not tomorrow today, but today. So this is to be clear and not to be confused.
Every day we have a today. Yeah, you clear? Every day we have today. Like today is today, right? When we have tomorrow, the tomorrow is our today. Okay, when we live in the tomorrow, that's our today also.
Okay.
记得就是每一天都有一个今天。
So remember, every day there is a today.
好像今天我们决定，明天我们来教堂修理一些事情。
Just like such as today, we decided to repair in the church building.
上一次我很感谢上帝的恩典，我们有张弟兄回来帮忙教会修理一些事。
Just like last time, we had our brother Zhang come back to church to fix a few things.
他就约定了哪一个时候，他们带着工具，所有需要的东西都到了那里，那一天就把它搞完了。
Just like that day decided to do work, he brought his tools and gets done that day.
看讲，这是最好的解释。
That's the best way to explain this.
就是我们今天的事，预备要做今天的事，所有工具、材料都整齐。我们是昨天预备好的，今天呢，我们就能够今天都把它做完。
So just like you make plans to do this work, you gather up the tools and materials. So if you plan it today, then you get it done tomorrow.
好像他那一天一来的时候，他什么东西都整齐了，所以我们就那个今天今天他修理一点东西，那个今天他做得很好。
So just like before he planned it, he brought everything he needed. So he showed up, he had everything he needed to do the work, and he get it done.
That every day, okay, that today. That today 那个今天做得好，就是因为那个今天的昨天，你理解我意思吗？那个今天的昨天，他把明天需要的东西都预备好了，所以你明天不需要忧虑，理解吗？
So the reason why he was able to get it done, he had the tools and material, is because he planned it the day before for the day that he actually working to get it done.
See, you have a lot of experience like this too, right? You do lots of work too. You have to get everything ready, right? Today, for tomorrow. So
or even.
所以我们今天一定要预备好，明天要做所有的事情，所有需要的东西、工具，什么东西都搞好。今天搞好，你明天的事就可以完成。明天变成今天的时候，你就可以完成。
It's just like whatever things you're doing, before you start it, the day before, you must make sure you prepare all the things you need, the tools and material. Only then, when tomorrow becomes today, then you could get the job completed.
I hope you can understand, okay? 所有能够帮助的人呢，都是把需要的工具、需要的东西都预备好了，然后到那一天要做事情的时候，我们都能够完成。
So all the able people come to what they need to do, including tools and material, to be part of the work, then they can get it done.
问题就是很多人没有预备，也没有东西，大家都来了，没有工具，也没有东西坐在那里，那就你真是要忧虑了。
So that if the problem is if you come without any preparation, if you have no tools, no materials, then only then do you need to really be worried then.
Hey, see, did you ever get stuck with that? Okay, don't tell me. 是的，当明天成为今天的时候，所有需要完成的你都能够完成。
And yes, tomorrow becomes today. All things needed to do in tomorrow get done well.
你这样呢，你都能够不需要为明天担忧了。
Then you don't have to worry about tomorrow.
因为明天要做的所需要的工具、东西，你今天都预备好了，你就明天不需要担心。
So if you prepare the things needed to do work in tomorrow, that's today's work, then you don't need to worry anymore.
那好像我上个礼拜告诉你。
Just like I explained to you last week.
我们现在有这个灾难，我学到一个很好的功课。
Just like we having this pandemic right now, we learned a very important lesson.
就是我们有工作的时候，有钱收入的时候，我们要把它取一些，把它记起来，然后呢，突然间有灾难，没有工作，我们还可以活。
So the important lesson is that when we have a job, we must do it well so that we could save a little bit aside, so that we have money to spend in case something like this happens.
明天变成今天的时候，所要做的你都做得妥当了。
So when the tomorrow comes and becomes the today, all are ready to do what is needed done in the today.
你这样呢，你就不需要为明天担心了。
And only this way, you don't need to worry about tomorrow.
每个人能够安心晚上可以睡觉了。
Everyone can sleep well at night.
这一种的生活呢，很少人会生病，所以那个医师很闲的，他自己去做事情，他都不需要看病的，又没有人生病。
And if everyone lived like today, then people life will not healthy, and a doctor will be very bored.
所以如果你看那个 Little House on Prairie 那个电视剧啊，你会看见很少人生病的，只是有些他们工作的时候不小心跌倒。
So if you look at the House on Prairie, the TV show, very few people get sick, and only doctors usually need it when someone has an accident.
因为他们都不需要为明天担忧，所以晚上睡得很好。
Because they don't need to worry about tomorrow, so they sleep very well at night.
而且每个礼拜天，大家都穿得很整齐、很漂亮，大家聚集在教堂那边，敬拜神、唱歌、赞美神，非常快乐生活。
And so every Sunday they wear their best clothing, come together to worship God and praise God, and everyone lives very happily.
要紧的就是你今天每一个今天啊，所以每一个今天 every such today， 每一个今天你都要完成那一天要做的事情。
So here's the key: that each day's work must be done well that day.
现在结论了，回到马太5章48节。
So in conclusion, we go back to Matthew chapter 5, verse 48.
你想要明天不需要担忧吗？
Do you want to not have anxiety for tomorrow?
那你就要这样做了。
You must do it this way.
耶稣说你要完全像天父完全一样。
Jesus said that you must be perfect, even as your Father, which is in heaven, is perfect.
Yeah， 我顺便要称赞李斌，他今天的翻译也非常好。Zia, I think you understand, right? His translation for your prayer is very perfect, very good. OK， 李斌现在长进好多了。这一件事情你们大家都知道了，我们基督教的人都知道，我们怎么样能够完全像天父完全一样。
And I take this moment to praise Brother Lee. He did a very good job of translation. And everyone in the Church of Christ will know that we need to know how to be perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect.
是活在地上，不要给人家骗你。你到了天堂，你到了天堂乐园的时候，你自然就与天父完全一样。那个时候你不需要搞这些了，你到了天堂，你根本不需要搞这些了。
So don't be deceived that when you're in heaven, you don't need to worry about this stuff.
Yeah, don't be deceived. When you're in heaven, you'll be perfect as the Father is perfect. 这是讲到地上，我们还活在肉体里面，我们肉体活在地上，要完全像天父完全一样。
So don't be deceived. This is talking about when your life on earth, that you need to be perfect as your Father is.
所以是我们今天活在肉体，我们的肉体活着的时候，要完全像天父完全一样，不是到了天堂才这样。
So remember, this is talking about your physical body, that when it's on earth, you need to be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. Not about when you go to heaven.
因为全世界那些不明白圣经真理的人，他就用这个来骗人。你到了天堂，你自然与天父完全一样，这样骗人。我们是，因为大家看不见，他会随便骗人了。我们是现在活在地上，就要这样做。肉体的眼睛看见，肉体的身体生活，就要与天父完全一样。
So there's a lot of people out there deceiving other people, saying that if you're in heaven, you'll be perfect like your Father is. But this isn't talking about your physical life on earth.
所以今天我不再讲这个，因为这是另外一个功课。
But today I will not speak more about this because this is another lesson.
我是要叫全世界人要知道，人在地上肉身活的生活，都要像天父完全一样。
So I want to be clear about this: is that when you are living your physical life on earth, you could be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect.
Yeah， 再记得 repeat one more time 哈，你是肉体活在，好像今天我活着，我们活在肉体里面，我们就要与天父完全一样。
So repeat one more time to be clear. This is for your physical body on earth. As long as you're living here on earth, you to be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect.
如果你明白圣经教导我们怎么样能够肉体活着，完全像天父完全一样，你明白了，你就有机会。
So if you understand what does it mean by if you're living your physical body on earth is like you're perfect, like your heavenly Father is perfect, then you understand this.
这样的人呢，你能够不想明天的事，这个快乐，这个福气你就实现了。
And only people like this will understand there's no for tomorrow, how you could be happy and it could be reality.
如果你不明白我们活在地上怎么样能够与天父完全一样，你不明白这个道理。
But if you do not understand what does it mean by you living your physical body on earth and to be perfect like your Father in heaven perfect,
你天天都需要为明天忧虑。
then you will need to worry every day about tomorrow.
只是那些，所以我刚才讲得很清楚，我们 讲这2节圣经，你必须要从第5章第1、第2节开始。
And that's why I said very clearly that to understand this, you must start from Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 and 2.
因为从那里你就知道耶稣是对自己的门徒说的话。
And from there, you understand that Jesus is speaking to his disciples directly.
就是那些知道明白怎么样与天父完全一样这种人，能够做得到明天不需要忧虑。
And the people who understand this verse is how to be perfect, like your heavenly Father perfect with the physical body, then they will not need to worry about tomorrow.
所以我这里说，这样的福气只属于这样的人，知道怎么样活在地上的时候，就与天父完全一样这种人。
But this blessing only for those who know how to be perfect as the Father in heaven is perfect, only this kind of people.
如果你不明白这些真理，
If you don't understand this truth,
你没有机会。
then you have no chance.
那个是约翰福音8章31到32节。
So this is from John chapter 8, verses 31 to 32.
好了，上帝赐福保守你们。
So here, everyone, may God grant you good health and peace.
我们感谢神的恩典。
We thank God's grace.
今天早上看见各位弟兄姐妹都好好的，很活泼的，很精神，非常好。
It's very good to see everyone well and healthy.
现在我们低头祷告。
Let's pray together.
天父，我们感谢赞美你。
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you and praise you.
赐给我们一个非常好的功课。
That we given us a very important lesson.
求天父帮助我们年轻的人。
May God please help the young people here.
在我们有工作的时候，要记得把所赚的钱记一些下来，没有工作的时候还可以活。
To remember that when we have a job to do it well, so that we can save a little bit to use in case we have a disaster.
还有赐给我们有这种的福气，叫我们今天做得好，我们不需要为明天担心。
That you've given us this blessing that if we do everything well today, then we need to worry about tomorrow.
在我们活在地上的时候，需要与耶稣有天赋完全一样。
So that when we're living here on earth, that we can be like Jesus, like our Father in heaven.
我们感谢神赐给我们智慧。
We thank God for giving us wisdom.
叫我们明白圣经的真理。
So that we may understand the truth in the Bible.
叫我们有信心按照圣经的真理去行。
So that we may have the faith to do what is asked of us in front of the Bible.
因为圣经的真理是永远是真理。
Because the truth in the Bible will always be the truth forever.
求神赐给我们信心。
May God grant us faith.
叫我们有信心，继续为荣耀你而活。
That we may continue to have faith to glorify you.
求天父继续的带领保守我们，经过这次灾难，叫我们信心有长进。
That may God continue to keep us well over through this pandemic and our faith to grow.
我们要求神怜悯全世界受灾难的人。
That may God have mercy on the people all over the world.
我们知道世界上的人，我已经讲了很多次，上帝啊，你造的人变成这样了。
And then it's unfortunate that people that God created become this way.
在我能够明白的，这是一种惩罚。
From what I understand, that this is a punishment.
叫全世界人要醒悟。
To make everyone in the world wake up.
他们现在应该看作自己的情况非常可怜。
And when they see their situation, it's very unfortunate.
他们能够发展一些科技，能够到火星登陆月球，但是这一点小小的 COVID-19 他们没有办法。
That through science and engineering, that we find ways to go to Mars, to the moon, but for this something this little viral, they have nothing you could do about it.
全世界人现在应该醒悟。
Everyone in the world must awaken.
我们要靠神，遵循神的旨意，好好的活。
That we must obey God's commandment and live well.
我们不单是为自己活，我们也为家人活。最要紧的是，我们为荣耀神而活。
That we not live only for ourselves, but we live for our family, and most importantly, we live to glorify God.
因为求神怜悯世界上的人，叫他们知道有一天能够醒悟， 好像你赐给我们这样的机会。
May God have mercy on people over the world that they may be one day acknowledge the truth of the Bible.
我们祷告奉耶稣基督的名。
We pray everything, Lord Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Amen.
谢谢。